तब हम बोल। हेलो सर, इसके टाइम तो खत्म हो गए थे ना?
Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
How are you, Mr. Vaibhav?
Sir, good, sir.
It must be cold outside.
Yes, sir, very cold.
Yeah. In your DAF section,
Yes,
you
sir.
mentioned that you are part of or you have been teaching the prelims revision classes.
Yes, sir.
Can you just elaborate as to what exactly are these prelims revision classes?
Yes, sir, at Rao's IAS, what we do is that before the prelims examination, we conduct a set of 55 to 60 lectures where we cover the entirety of subjects like polity, economy, history, environment, geography, IR, science and technology. And we try to solve MCQs and all the PYQs so that the students get exam ready before the prelims examination, sir.
55 क्लासेस सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्रीलिम्स के लिए?
Yes, sir.
इतनी ज़्यादा मेहनत, इतना ज़्यादा तो मोटिवेशन अवेलेबल है यूट्यूब पे।
Yes, sir.
वो देख के नहीं हो जाएगा क्या एग्जाम क्लियर?
Sir, when I came here to prepare, when I observed people, I realized that there are two kinds of people. One of set of people who just watch motivational videos throughout the day, and other set of people who get selected. So, yes, sir.
So actually we are bored of asking questions to students since morning. So what we are planning to do is we are planning to do a role reversal. That is, instead of we asking you the questions, why don't you ask us the questions? Based upon the questions that you ask, we can evaluate your performance.
But sir, I came here ready with the answers, not with the questions, sir.
This is a surprise.
Okay, sir.
Go on, not a problem. You can ask us the questions.
Sir, you have been a part of prelims revision classes and you are going to take economy prelims revision classes this year.
Yeah.
So, how do you make your classes?
Basically, students keep studying for the exam throughout the year. So we do believe in the philosophy of helping the students revise the entire length and breadth of the syllabus along with the current affairs through some targeted and curated classes, which is like 10 to 12 economic classes.
Okay, sir.
In these classes, our focus is on to cover the static part along with the current developments.
Yes, sir.
In particular, if you have seen the last year's prelims paper, it was relatively tough because of the nature of options which UPSC had introduced.
Yes.
To a large extent, it has done away with the elimination method. That
Yes,
is why
sir.
the prelims has become little more difficult.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to replicate the same UPSC standard of questions in the prelims revision classes, and we will be solving as many MCQs as possible so that the students get more confident, especially with respect to the economics section.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one more question I wanted to ask Jatin, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, history छोड़ दें क्या?
What do you mean by that?
Sir, there are, I mean, in history, you have ancient history, you have medieval history, you have modern history, you have art and culture, and questions look very difficult. Even from the standard book, they have looked like they are unsolvable, sir.
Well, I don't think you meant that. See, it's not what you read in this examination, it's actually about how you read it.
अरे जतिन सर, ये तो भाई मोटिवेशन वाली बात हो गई.
Exactly. But see, बहुत ज़्यादा हमें क्वेश्चंस मिलते हैं स्टूडेंट्स की, सर सब कुछ पढ़ लिया, सारी बुक्स पढ़ ली, फिर भी क्वेश्चंस नहीं हो रहे, राइट? सो द प्रॉब्लम इज कि स्टूडेंट आर रीडिंग इन अ मैनर दैट दे आर जस्ट मगिंग अप द थिंग्स. दे डोंट नो हाउ टू गो फॉर एनसीईआरटीज, कितने मैप्स करने हैं, कितने कीवर्ड्स करने हैं. PYQs, they almost miss out the options given in the PYQ, the right strategy, the right theme. There comes the role of QIP history.
Yes.
So in the revision classes, what I'm going to do is that I will provide them the right strategy,
Yes.
right themes, the repeated themes, the repeated topics, PYQs, everything which they need to prepare right from the scratch till the last end, so that their chances of attempting the question increases in the examination, the real time. That's how this QIP is going to fill up the role.
You can ask more questions. Please do not hesitate.
Sir, then I would like to ask Gaurav Sir. गौरव सर, ये कीड़े मकोड़ों और ये घासों का क्या करना है, फिर छोड़ दें?
कीड़े मकोड़े और घास, what do you mean by this?
I meant that there's such a vast set of floras and fauna, and there are so many protected areas, and questions have become so difficult that it looks like even if we prepare environment throughout the year, we will not be able to get the answers right.
So can you tell me some examples of the questions from last year which you remember that they were so difficult?
Sir, so for example, there was a question on the lemongrass.
Right.
Then, sir, there was a question on Indian squirrel.
Right. Any other question?
Waggle dance, sir.
Right. Any other question?
No, sir.
Any other question from environment ecology section if you remember?
Not really, sir.
Actually, this is the issue. Jatin sir, if I may take some motivation and philosophy from you. So the thing is that human psychology works in such a manner that we tend to remember only those questions which were very difficult, which were not achievable. For example, you could not recall the question which was asked in relation to the carbon sequestration technology, which is a very basic conceptual question from ecology.
Oh, yes, sir.
You were not able to recall the question on related to the methane emissions, sources of mercury pollution. Even acid rain has been asked. Question on greenwashing, the term which was regularly appearing in the newspapers in last year. So the thing is that we tend to remember those questions which we feel that they were some sort of कीड़ा मकोड़ा and घास, and then we create a problem on our own mind कि हर तरीके की चीज़ हर तरीके का species कैसे पढ़ें हम. So in QIP classes, obviously we are not going to diffuse our energy in those sections which we already know that practically they are not possible. So that is why we will restrict ourselves to the conceptual part, to the current affairs part, because we know that every year you will be having around 50 to 60% of the questions from ecology, environment and geography, which will be easily doable from the basic conceptual part.
Okay.
So that is how you have to strategize, and we will be helping you to channelize that where you have to spend your energy.
Okay,
Right?
sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one last question from you, Ankit sir, because you take IR. Sir, I have realized that questions in IR have become very dynamic and current oriented, sir. And so, for example, the map location related questions generally come from conflict zones. In fact, in last year, there were 3 questions on Russia and Ukraine.
तो आप मुझे बता रहे हैं कि आप यूपीएससी को बता रहे हैं कि कैसे क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए.
नहीं, sir. What I meant was, sir, basically I want to understand how to predictably prepare, strategize preparation for IR questions.
So what we can understand from the IR section, in the past 5 years, the weightage of IR has increased.
Yes, sir.
When the weightage has increased, so has the questions,
Yes, sir.
and so has the questions coming from the locations side. But apart from that, what we can see that UPSC has also asked a question on G20.
Yes.
Why it has asked? Because G20 was also organized in India.
Yes, sir.
So what we'll do in our pre-QIP, we'll focus and we'll cover all the organizations that are of international importance.
Yes, sir.
Apart from that, we'll also cover all the locations that have appeared in the newspaper in past 1.5 to 2 years. Such that we can cover whole IR section comprehensively and you can easily answer any question coming from this section.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any more questions?
No, sir. I am done, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I hope we are done. Yes. Okay, to all of you, there are 2 important announcements. Announcement number 1 is we'll be conducting the pre-Pareekshan test on 17th and 18th of February, followed by the detailed discussion. So please do enroll for the pre-Pareekshan test so that you are well prepared for the prelims examination. The second announcement is that I shall be starting with the prelims revision classes on March 11th. Starting, we'll be having the economic classes as well as the polity classes. So every day you'll have 2 classes, 2 hours each. And like I said, the prelims revision classes will be starting on March 11th. Thank you so much.
Sir, what about my interview?
Salary discuss कर लें.